wow, you listen much better than your children. Let's see if we can start that again. Good evening, and welcome to Oxford High School and Oxford School's Early College Academic Awards Night. To begin this evening, I would first like us to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, again, welcome. My name is Steve Wolf, and I'm the principal of Oxford High School. I feel extremely privileged and extremely blessed to have this opportunity of serving in this position for this wonderful school, this wonderful district, and this wonderful community. And I'm just going to leave it at that and end there, because tonight is not about me. Tonight is about your child and our students. But before we get into the students, parents, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here this evening. Many of you have more than one child, and many of you have more than one child in more than one school. To say that you're busy would be an understatement. You have sacrificed so much so that your child, who's sitting right here, can excel. And let's be honest, you're not just a parent. You're a coach, you're a carpooler, a personal assistant, a chef. Even if it's just mac and cheese, you're a chef. You're a tutor, and we could just go on and on and on and on and on. It's not an accident that your child is here this evening being honored for their academic success. You have set an example for your student, and you have all played a major role in their success. So students, if you think you've worked hard to earn tonight's invitation, well, I'd like to inform you that your parents have most likely worked much harder and for much longer than you have. So at this time, what I would like to do, students, I'd like you to please rise. I want you to turn around, and I want you to give your parents a standing ovation. And you're busy too, and you're working hard, and it's easy to get caught up in everything you're doing, but every once in a while we have to stop, hit the pause button, and just thank our parents for what they're doing, because what they're doing is not easy. And when you become an adult, and when you have children, trust me, you will know that very, very intimately. So take that time and thank them for everything they've done, because they're the reason primarily why you're here. And you've put the work in, and you've done the effort, you've made the sacrifices, but they've gotten you to that point. So please make sure you're thanking them. Students, you've been invited here tonight either because you've earned a 3.3 GPA or higher, and or because you're receiving a teacher-selected department award. This is an outstanding achievement, and you should feel proud of your efforts. You have met and exceeded the marks and the standards that we've set for you to reach. And you will remember this success long after you leave Oxford. However, what you will remember long after you've left is not your GPA. It's not your letter grades, and it's not your scores. And it's not to discredit those numbers. It's not to discredit their importance, because they are important. You worked extremely hard to achieve them. And those scores and those numbers will provide opportunities for you after high school. They'll help you get into college, maybe that one college you wanted to get into. They'll help you get into that trade school, that technical school, that next step. So those numbers are very, very important. And those opportunities that they create for you, they're priceless. And maybe that's a tough word to throw around with all the college debt we know exists out there, but they really are priceless. It comes down to opportunities. But those scores and the opportunities they provide, they come in second place. Because it's your dedication, it's your hard work, it's your sacrifice, it's your commitment. That is what you're going to take with you far more than that GPA score or the number of A's you earned on your report card. That is what's going to provide you with the real success for your future. Now, what you think is important, which is that number or that mark, is really not what it's about. It's about the process. And so you think that number may be that product, that target you're going after, what you're trying to reach or achieve. And it's important you set that benchmark. It's important you set that target and you go after it. You work towards that goal. But that's not what's most important. It's not whether you reach that mark. It's not whether you get that perfect score in the ACT or the SAT. Because the real product is the process. And I'll say that one more time for our students to absorb. The real product is the process. The hard work, the dedication, the commitment, the sacrifice. When your friends text you and you want to go out, but you're gonna choose not to go out and instead study a little bit more, focus more on that assignment, work harder on that activity. That's what's gotten you here. Not the letter grade you earned, but how you got there. That is what will turn you into the person that you're going to become. And that work now has set the standard and is starting to carve you with the right character and the right skill set to be successful after Oxford High School. Because right now I can't go back and look and say, you know what, my junior year, that was my GPA, that was my score. And maybe it's because I wasn't on the honor roll, but... Or maybe it's because I remember the sacrifices I made. Maybe it's because, even more important than that, I remember my failures. And so don't lose sight of the real product, which is the process. And that process includes your failures, your ups and downs, the time where you think you can't achieve, the time where you have to go the extra mile. That learning will be engraved into you forever. And that GPA, that ACT, SAT score is going to be lost in your mind, far beyond. So I don't want to discredit all that you've accomplished, because it is very, very impressive. I just want you to take a step back, or even a half step back, and focus on really what's most important. So with that message and introduction, we are now going to begin our department awards. So leading us off is our English Language Arts department, and that is going to be the magnificent Dr. Marcia Chapman.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf, and welcome everybody. It's an honor to be here. The English Language Arts Department would like to recognize 3 scholars in their extraordinary achievement. Our first award recipient is Alyssa Donner. About Alyssa, Mrs. DeRiker wrote, "This student was always prepared, energetic, and an excellent asset to class discussions. Alyssa continuously challenged herself and advocated well for herself when necessary. Alyssa's scholarly work was outstanding, especially for being a sophomore in a junior level English class. It was an absolute pleasure to have Alyssa in class." Alyssa studied. Our second award recipient is Carla Zawatsky. About Carla, Mrs. Okasinski wrote, "In Language Arts 11, during her sophomore year, Carla remained attentive, hardworking, and high achieving. Carla engaged frequently and thoughtfully in whole class discussions, interacted maturely with her peers, and dedicated herself to performing proficiently on assessments, especially on her essays. Congratulations, Mrs. Olkaczynski says, on your work ethic, Carla, and keep up the great work this year in advanced placement composition. Finally, our third Language Arts Award recipient is Lillian Schroeder. About Lillian, Mrs. DeRiker wrote, "What a pleasure it was to watch this student quietly and humbly excel as a sophomore in a junior English class. Lillian consistently went above and beyond on all assignments and possessed an excellent work ethic that will continue to serve her well in all aspects of life." Mrs. DeRiker continued to write, "Lillian will make me extremely proud of all she has accomplished in class." Congratulations, Lillian. She also is home studying. It's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Rank to present the Mathematics Awards.
All right, so as Dr. Chapman just said, my name is Jackie Rank, and I'll be presenting the awards for mathematics. I'd like to call the three recipients forward at the beginning and then talk about them as a whole. So on behalf of Mr. Miller, if Andrew Marshall is here, can you please come forward? On behalf of myself, Mitchell Essenmacher, if you're here, come on up. And on behalf of Mr. Sawyer, Aaron Ruddle. So the two gentlemen here and Mitchell are very gifted mathematics students, but more importantly, they embody our favorite student characteristics. They are hardworking, they are respectful, they are dedicated, and they are more than willing to help their fellow classmates understand the material. Congratulations, guys. Next up, we have Mr. John Coster presenting the Science Awards.
Thank you. Could I please have Marvin Levy, Gibson Underwood, and Paige Palmer please come up? As the teachers in the science department discuss who should receive these awards and why, we're not looking for students who can just come up with the right answer, but who understand the processes and the theories involved and know how to use the scientific method and understand that science is not just memorizing random facts, that there's a method to the madness, so to speak. And these students were seen and chosen because of their outstanding work as well as getting the correct answers. So I applaud them all. Thank you. And I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Al Pointer, who will be handing out the Social Studies Department awards.
Could we have Caitlin Perry and Jacob Eglin come on up if they're here tonight? Much like Mr. Koster said for science, I think we take a similar approach in social studies where the grades and the achievement are obviously important, but also, as Mr. Wolf said earlier, the process. Has a student improved? Have they had a great attitude? Have they had a hard-working sort of attitude throughout their whole time here at Oxford High School? I have not had Katie in class, but the teachers that know her have raved about those things. So, first of all, our social studies award, our first one is to Caitlin Perry. I don't think Jacob Engley's with us tonight, but I have had him in class, and he's a great example of somebody that started off maybe a little bit slowly, but really, once they figured it out, really has done a good job in the two classes I've had, and I know a couple of our other teachers have had him as well. So if we could just give him a round of applause. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Amy Stevens for world language.
Buenas noches, ni hao, and I hope I signed good evening correctly. It is my honor and privilege to present this year's World Language Department Awards. This group of students overall stood out not for their academic achievements alone, but also for their passion, commitment, and dedication to the world language that they are studying. We would like to recognize Cassandra Smith and Alexis Tincher for the Spanish 2 Award this year. For the Spanish 3 Award. And Bethany Dublin. I don't see any of them, but I'll take their word to them. For Chinese, Jean Faucheur, and I probably messed that up, I'm sorry. We'd like to recognize Jack Cady. To Keelan Jake. Thank you, and it is my honor to introduce Ms. Katie Cleveland with the Performing Arts and Dance Awards.
Good evening, I'm Katie Koyman. I would like Angelise Rosario and Allison Zarvis. Angelise is a JV cheerleader, so I am sure she is at the game right now, but I'm gonna speak on Mrs. Brewer's behalf for her anyway. Angelise Rosario entered the dance program her freshman year as a member of Dance and Movement for Stage. She was moved up to the conservatory level last year where she continued to impress every single day. Angelise has incredible stage presence and her strong work ethic is obvious to everyone. Her ability as a dancer increases constantly and quickly because of her drive and passion. Even more impressive than her presence on the stage is her presence in the classroom. Her smile and positivity are contagious, and she inspires her classmates to be the best they can be. That's Angelise. Miss Allison Zardes started in the Advanced Dance Conservatory as a freshman 3 years ago. Since her very first day, she has proven herself as a leader in the classroom. Allison has always proved herself not only as an excellent technician, but also a strong performer. She has recently demonstrated herself as an up-and-coming choreographer for the Dance Conservatory's Halloween show. Congratulations. And I would like to introduce Mr. Kurt Nips.
It is my pleasure tonight to announce our International Baccalaureate Awards and recognize students who not only have achieved an incredible academic success, but also have gone well above and beyond what most students accomplish. Our first group of students were our guinea pigs, so to speak. They were extreme risk takers in completing the first group of students who completed our middle years program projects, personal projects. These students, calling up one at a time, when you come up, I would like you to stay on stage until all are announced. The 7 students are, and their personal project of not only in research, but also in personal betterment and personal inquiry. Our first is Hunter McGuire, whose project was the study of success. Our second student is Megan Klingler, who performed her project on the music's impact on the brain. Feeling our teachers are assigning too much homework, so they can't come to them. Paige Hodder, writing a short story. Hannah Corrales, Understanding the Psychopathic Brain. Rowan Edmonds Project, Learning German. Annalise Quinnell, The World We Know. And lastly, Brandon Hiscox, Building a Cost-Effective 3D Printer. Our next group of students are seniors, and while we have over 200 students taking individual IB courses, at least one within their schedule, we have an elite 12 who have taken on the most rigorous program Oxford High School and most high schools have to offer. Recently, the students who complete this program have been accepted to prestigious universities as Open University, Michigan Tech, Belmont, Michigan State, University of Michigan, Johns Hopkins, John Carroll, New York University, and Duke, just to name a few. This group of 12 have continued that tradition and are well on the way to passing on that legacy. I would like the 12 IB diploma candidates who are still IB diploma candidates to come up on stage. Let's come up as a group and I can call you one at a time. You do everything as a group. This group has struggled together. They've seen the highs, they've seen the lows, they've gone in some of the fetal positions that are known for the IB program, so it's only right to bring them up as a group. So even if they're not here, I'm going to call their names and ask for a round of applause. Our first candidate is Emily Appleyard. Kate Decker. Micah Diamond. Elise Godfrey. Bridget Gabrowski. Lila Haddon. Sophia Hessler. Stina Mason. Alex Mazurek. Isaac Osage. Aaron Reynolds. And lastly, Lars Strohmeyer. We continue to expect great things and hope they all make it through the final year and through testing. Congratulations, guys. I now bring back to the stage Principal Steve Wolf.
All right, at this time, we are going to begin our academic awards. Beginning in the 2012 and 2013 school year, Oxford High School started using a weighted system for calculating students' GPA, and that factors in the rigor of academic courses that the student has taken. Letter grades earned equate to a grade point value. Students who choose to take AP and IB courses receive an additional 0.5 adjuster upon successful completion of the course. The total grade points earned are divided by the total credits attempted to arrive at the final GPA or grade point average. So at this time, I would like to introduce our three readers back up to the podium. That is Mr. John Koster, Mrs. Renee DeRickert, and Mrs. Jacqueline Rink.
The following students of the class of 2020 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.3 to 3.499. They will be receiving a certificate. Nicholas Antoine. Jacob Butterfield. Jaden Corbin. Marissa Cornell. Nathan Jokic. Eleanor Delata. Hayden Duran. Chase Moore. Natalie Morehouse. Byron Wolf. The following students of the class of 2020 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.699. They will be receiving a certificate and honor student pin. Jack Cady. Mia McMahon. Jason Pass. Justin Pass. Lauren Phelps. Alexis Tincher. The following students of the class of 2020 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.7 to 3.849. They will be receiving a certificate and honors pin. Angelina Cantini. Caitlin DeGasbero. Bennett Fracker. Caitlin Gata. John Keller. Alexa Moravsky. Fatima Montanez. Mary Reynolds. Nathan Schilling. Justin Sisson. Savannah Sterner. Caleb Watson. The following students of the class of 2020 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.85 to 4.0 or higher. They will be receiving a certificate and academics pin. Jenna Adema. Selena Atea. Brianna Beetham. Summer Bell. Ella Brzezinski. Peter Buren. Cobble. Ella Erskine. Ashley Farrell. Elizabeth Hartman. Sam Fuller. Michaela Kamen. Ian Kiefer. Peyton Krajarski. Alexander Lundy. Samantha Malinich. Andrew Marshall. Scott Maskerson. Emily McClear. Francesca McLeod. Peyton Nager. Caitlin Perry. Sloan Poppy. Sydney Richter. Kayla Swindle. Hannah Valley. Trevor Wallace. Alexander Weaver. Shelby Wilmot.
Now for the class of 2019, the following students of the class of 2019 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.3 to 3.499. They will be receiving a certificate. Rachel Goike. Kennedy Brisbane. Skylar Goik. Claire Sandstrom. Celine Sauceda. Allison Zardas. Miranda Cook. I'm sorry, Miranda and the following students of the class of 2019 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.699, and they will be receiving a certificate and an academic letter. My apologies. Paul DeAngelis. Ashlyn Foreman. Garrett Hill. McKenna Cater. Kristen Poche. Andrew Romano. Jenna Stepic. The following students of the class of 2019 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.7 to 3.849. They will be receiving a certificate and an academic letter. Hannah Quapis. Isabel Bauer. Natalie Carnegas. Andre LaRoche. The following students of the class of 2019 have earned a cumulative GPA of 3.85 to 4.0 plus. They will be receiving a certificate and an academic letter. Claire Alexander. Megan Armbruster. Sarah Buchanan. Mitchell Clark. Caitlin Hill. Paige Hodder. Melina Curran. Keelan Jakey. Josephine Kane. Isabella Lau. Ian Malinowski. Noah Matthews. Mackenzie Miller. Marissa Morehouse. Lauren Opalewski. Paige Palmer. Hayden Pender. Anna Peruski. Nadia Smith. Logan Streeter. Mia Whitfield. Carla Zawadsky.
Good evening, I'm Mrs. DeRiker, and I am proud to introduce the following students in the class of 2018 that have earned a cumulative grade point of 3.3 to 3.499. They will be receiving a certificate. Natalie Bethel. Christian Partner. Peyton Kozlowski. Kaylin Sanderson Smith. The following students of the class of 2018 have earned a cumulative grade point of 3.5 to 3.699. They will be receiving a certificate and an honor student pin. Haley Blair. Sydney Brzezinski. Alexandria Dripes. Neil Harbaugh. Sarah Lyford. Catherine May. Kyle Shetton. Amber Suka. Leah Vandekar. The following students of the class of 2018 have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.849. They will be receiving a certificate and honors pin. Isabel Atchison. Allison Bell. Lauren Donaldson. Ayana Portilla. Abby Quappis. Tabitha Sterner. And the following students of the class of 2018 have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.85 to 4.0 plus. They will be receiving a certificate and academics pin. Zachary Ashton. Brennan Burrows. Tanner Partner. Annalise Cornell. Danielle DeRiker. Caitlin Ewald. Lila Haddon. Margaret Hartman. Austin Hunter. Clarissa Kiefer. Chloe LaPiccolo. Elizabeth Marshall. Cassidy Maslowski. Alexander Mazurek. Mitchell Borowski. Kelly Mulholland. Isaac Osage. Vanessa Paraso. Aaron Reynolds. Kelly Sayers. Kayla Skyber. Deanna Stacer. And at this time, I'd like to reintroduce Mr. Stephen Wolf for closing remarks.
Wow, there's a lot of brain power right up front here in this room. I can feel it. Let's give these students one more round of applause. You all have worked so hard to get here, but it's just the beginning. And so, circling back from my introduction this morning, I want to reiterate that mark you received, those grades you've earned, they're very, very important, and they'll take you somewhere. But what will take you even further, and what's more meaningful, again, is the process. And that process of getting here and taking you to where you go is really the product and your takeaway when you leave Oxford Community Schools. So that's something I want you to think about here this evening. Parents, the next time you see your kid up late working on an assignment, choosing to go the extra mile, sacrificing, again, something else they can do just to improve that grade or do better on that project, every once in a while, not often, but every once in a while, tell your kid to stop. And tell your kid to go watch a movie. Go out with friends. Go outside, play catch with them. And I say that not because we want you to lower the bar. That's not at all the case. We want you to continue pushing your child. We want you to continue to support your child, sacrifice everything you do as a parent for their success. And students, you can't even imagine everything that your parents have sacrificed for you to be where you're at and for you to have the opportunities that you have. Because there are very few kids, even in the state of Michigan or in the United States, and especially worldwide, that have the number of opportunities that you have in this amazing school district and this outstanding school. And they've done quite a bit to help you get here. And you stepped up to the plate, and you've done your job, and you've worked very, very hard to be where you're at. But every once in a while, it's okay to step back. And every once in a while, it's okay to take that chance and take that risk. Because not if, but when you fail, you will learn more from that than when you succeed. And now is the time to do that. There's no other time in your life to take those risks. I mean safe risks. But try that new club. Meet some new friends. Get out of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself. So I'm not giving you permission to not do your homework. If that's how you're taking it, you've missed what I'm saying. But there's got to be a balance. And especially in today's day and age, where our students work much harder than we did when we were in school. And on top of that, our students have more pressure by far than we ever did when we were their age and in their shoes. Every move they make is being recorded, is being documented, and is also being judged. Everything they do. Can you imagine living that as a teenager growing up? I can't. And so the pressure is higher, the stakes are higher, we've raised that bar. And mostly that's a good thing because we want our students to excel and we want you to continue pushing your child and stretching them and helping them grow. So my message is not to lower the bar, my message is to be mindful of that difficult balance. And that balance is really, really hard. My primary job as principal of this school is to stretch my staff, to stretch our students. But at some point, we have to step back and look at the overall picture. And there's no worse time right now than we've ever had of student well-being, where we've seen that decreased. And we've seen a rise in students who are more stressed, have greater anxiety. And a lot of that is beyond our control. There's this perfect image, this perfect standard for kids to live up to that we didn't necessarily have, and it's being recorded under the watchful eye. It's online, it's social media. Every move, everything they say is being documented, is being judged. And so these students have a lot of pressure, so love them up, show them your support, and not often, but every once in a while, take a step back and have them step away from the schoolwork, have them work on that balance. Because now is the time where they can do that. Students, when you go to college, it raises. It goes up a little higher. The pressure builds a little more. When you go and you graduate, and maybe you go to grad school, and then after that, you go into the workforce, you have a little bit less room and less opportunity to mess up and make mistakes. And so now is the time to do that. And you'll learn more from that now than you ever will always succeeding, always getting that mark. And so that's my challenge to you all. Keep working hard, continue to stay driven, make those sacrifices, continue with your dedication. That is going to carve you into the person that you're going to be one day. But don't lose sight of keeping a healthy balance, because that's even more important than anything else. So parents, again, we really appreciate you sacrificing the evening to come out and to honor your students' hard work and support our school. We really appreciate it. We know how busy you are. Let's give our parents one more round of applause. So that concludes our evening. We want everyone to have a safe ride home. Have a great night.